sure the intention is not to hurt you, it's to murk you. If you go against me in the square circle, let my hands do the talking, I let you do the verbal. Eat this knuckle sandwich that a Chico about to serve you. Better listen up, the other team been talking tough. DJ Tony grabbed the mic cause this dude will not shut up. Ain't no standing name count, but I think I've had enough. In the famous words of Jeff Houston, time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Take me up, I've been throwing uppercuts. Bones to dome podcast, turn me up. It's time to knuckle up. You know it. With DJ Tony, time to knuckle up. Jeff Houston, it's time to knuckle up. I am Vince Serrano.
It's all about you.
It's time to knuckle up.
It's about how you make yourself different from the rest.
It's time to knuckle up. It's time to knuckle up. It's time to knuckle up.
Holy crap! 2 weeks! 2 weeks! I'm having withdrawals. I'm going out of my fucking mind, thinking about bones to domes, back and forth, just hitting these bones on these domes, wanting to get back into the saddle. And here we are, 2 weeks sabbatical, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have returned. Bones to Domes back in the saddle. Mr. Live Worldwide, representing from Loudmouth Central, and my partner in crime. Happy to see him back again. And I think that we're going to see the DJ Tony that we all know and love. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, man. Just everything's been good. Everything's chilling, just been chilling. Glad to be back on the show. I know we both had a bunch of stuff going on the last 2 weeks. So glad to hear that your wife is doing better. Yeah, man, I had a little stretch myself. I know she had to go and do a little operation. I had to freaking go to the hospital last week I think I was there from like Wednesday to Sunday or Monday, something like that.
What the hell were you doing in the hospital?
Oh, got hit with some good old food poisoning, and it took me out for like 5 days.
5 days in the hospital for ghetto food poisoning? What the hell did you eat?
Some I don't know, it was between some tacos or a donut. I don't know which the corporate was, but one of them took me out.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's gotta be some kind of taco or donut to take you out for 5 fucking days. Man, in my 46 years, I haven't done that. So, ghetto tacos, ghetto donut, either way. But I'm glad to see that you're okay. I didn't even know about that, man.
Yeah, just kind of just kept it to myself. Kind of just, I guess it was God's way of trying to slow me down because I've been trying to do too many things and it's hasn't been working. Well, I'm not gonna say it hasn't been working, but yeah, just doing too many things. So I need to get
or vindictive fucking cook.
to slow down. Yeah, I don't know. I literally I had some tacos, felt fine. And a couple hours later, ate one little donut, and then like 10 minutes later was hurt. So I don't know. But I'm good now. Fuck it. Back to work, back to everything. Got some good news this week from Sir Nate Shook and got 2 of our fighters. Can't say nothing yet, or the fights lined up yet, but got 2 of our fights coming up soon. So happy about that. So shout out to Nate and shout out to Jules because it's a guy and a girl. So shout out to both and the Bkfc for always hooking up our fighters.
Absolutely. We appreciate Orozco Elite representing fighters and giving them opportunities that maybe they had not yet received in Bkfc. So that's always a good thing. Speaking of Bkfc, just want to take a moment before we bring on our first guest of the evening to give a shout out to Lubo and everyone over at Bkfc Bulgaria. Bkfc 58 was off the freaking chain. I'm sure that you were watching, Tony. I'm sure that you saw that the fights were fantastic. The crowd definitely had over 7,000 there. It was a packed house. Actually, the most packed that I have ever seen an audience with Bkfc to date for just the prelims, for just the free view. I'd never seen a house that packed just for the free view. You know, they were ready. They were, you know, it had been since November since BKFC had been back in Sofia, and they were very, very happy. And we had some epic fights. I mean, the one I definitely want to highlight, especially, was our main event, which I put into our top 10 BKFC fights of all time, definitely within the top 10. And that was Tony Markulev, and he was taking on Kaloyan Kolev. And hard hitting, back and forth. I do feel that they got gassed a little bit around around round number 3 and such, but they held absolutely nothing back. I got in the ring afterwards to announce the decision. They were completely covered in blood. They were welts all over them. It was just absolutely awesome. Another fighter I want to give a shout out to, which is probably just damn near incredible. I don't get an opportunity to see this that often, Tony. We had a last minute replacement on fight number 2. We had a German fighter who unfortunately came down with something last minute, and the doc would not clear him to fight. So we had somebody on standby who had fought on the last Bulgaria card. His name was Dravko Dimitrov. Tough guy. And he stepped up against Ruslan Toktarov. He's from the Chechen Republic, and you know how those Chechen fighters are, man. They're tough as nails. That was a banger. That was just an absolute war between those two. I didn't think it could get any better than that. And the other fight that I would like to give a shout out to that I was very, very impressed with was Angel Petkov and Felipe Maya. Now, Felipe had fought with us before on the first one, and he made quite an impact on the first Bulgarian card. But they're back and forth, man. It's almost like, you know, Felipe hit Angel with everything that he possibly could, and he just looked at him. But I think Angel was like a boxing veteran of like 70 fights. So this guy knows what a scrap is. This guy knows what getting dragged into deep water looks like. So out of all the fights, I mean, all the fights were fantastic, but those were the top 3 on the card. And it was just absolutely awesome. It was good seeing some of the crew there. We had Serge there, we had G there, we had we had Nelson was there. We had the doc there, and we also had Andy Glenn and Big Dan Mergliata. So only person that we were missing was you, Tony.
Yes, and then I'll get into that next week.
I know.
But glad you had a great event, or the event was great. With that being said, let's go ahead. We'll talk about more about that after we bring on both of our guests. With that being said, let's bring on our first guest of the night, the one and only, the Brown Bomber himself. What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for having me, bro.
That is a dangerous man right there. That is a dangerous man in the squared circle, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not know Wil the Brown Bomber Santiago, you will definitely know what this man is capable of. If you've never seen him before, Bkfc 59, man. How you doing, Wil, man? I'm going to tell you, always a fan of your work, brother.
I appreciate it, man. I'm a fan of yours too, man.
Always love it. Always love it. All right, man. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump right in where the water is nice and cold. Everything. We're gonna go ahead and talk about what's coming up, man. We got an interesting matchup for this. You're the feature fight of the night on Friday night, BKFC 59, against an interesting opponent who's coming off of a very big win, a very recently big win at BKFC 49 over Rene Rodriguez. We're talking about James Knucklehead Dennis. Now, this guy, he's only 3 fights into BKFC, but he's never had an easy opponent. He's never had an easy opponent since he's been here. He started off with Sawyer DP, and then he had Brian Maxwell. And Brian's tough, win, lose, or draw. And then he comes up against Rene Rodriguez, who's got this very extended bare knuckle background. And now coming on to you, you're confident as hell, but how are you feeling going into this fight against an opponent like James Dennis? I mean, but you're the veteran. You're definitely the veteran.
Yeah, no, I feel we feel good. We got a perfect game plan for him. We know he's a tough guy. I say this all the time. I don't care if a fighter is 100-0. You still got to give him his respect. You know what I'm saying? And just go off of that. I'm in the process of cutting a couple pounds, not much. But we're excited for this fight. We know he's a game on opponent, and we just want to show up.
Oh, you don't. You show up and show out. You show up and show out. I mean, you give us fight the night honors. I mean, the people who follow you, you have a very loyal fan base through BKFC. I mean, they definitely know what you're capable of, and putting you at this level at the card where you definitely belong. You've earned the opportunity to do, feature fights, co-main event fights, main event fights, and such. It's never about looking past your opponent, but I know that there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for you somewhere. And I'm sure at one point the Brown Bomber is going to want to chase some championship gold.
Of course, I mean that is the goal. That's why we get into the sport, not to be mediocre, but more or less to be great. And like I said, we're excited, man. We put in a good game plan for Mr. Dennis. What you call it? I had stopped doing a lot of things that I didn't stop doing in my previous fights. So we're in great shape. I know he's in shape too because he's coming from Montana, and there's high elevation over there as well. So I don't expect him to get I don't expect him to get tired or nothing like that. I expect us to have a good fight. We're ready. That's all I can say. We're ready. We're ready.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Now I know you are from New York.
Boston.
Oh, Boston. Oh, god damn. I thought you was from New York. Boston. Oh, forget it then. Never mind.
Baston.
Get this dude off the damn. Now I was actually just up there like 2 weeks ago for a fight. Damn, I forgot what city, but yeah, I was just up there for a boxing event. Now what is the difference? I know you fight out of Jackson Wink. You there now, correct?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference of coming from Boston? Fuck Boston, but Boston to coming to Albuquerque?
Well, for one, the high elevation. The high elevations, and one of my two of the guys that the reason why I wanted to come out here was because of Diego Sanchez and Johnny Tapia, rest in peace. And so it's just a place where you can train. They say there's nothing to do, which is even a better thing because you stay focused, you stay grounded. I have anyway, and it's been a lot. We have a lot of different people that come from all over the country, and in some cases we got guys that come from a different country, which is to get those looks. You couldn't ask for a better gym to do that with.
Now, I guess I was saying, when did you move from Boston to Albuquerque?
It's been, I think I got here in 2016, but I made it permanent in 2020 when my mom passed away.
Oh, nice. Sorry to hear that, but that's nice. What yeah, I don't know why I always thought you was from like the Bronx or something.
Nah. No, like I said originally.
I didn't do the. No, I was gonna say honestly, I messed up. I didn't do the due diligence of even checking because this whole time that I've known you, I literally thought that you were from Bronx. So I didn't even think nothing of it. I was like, oh, he's from New York. Like, so I had a whole bunch of questions set up for that I was gonna ask about New York and shit.
Nah, so like I said, I'm originally from Boston. Not originally from Boston, but we live 20 minutes north of Boston, which is Lawrence, Massachusetts.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back up that way next weekend, actually, in New Hampshire, but I think it's only like 30 minutes from Boston for another boxing event.
It's New Hampshire's about 45 minutes from Boston.
Well, something like that. I don't know, though. I stay out of Boston. You see it, though. We don't.
I see. Hey, man.
But hey, it's all up, though. I was thinking he was from New York, but.
No, he ain't wearing no. Trust me, he ain't wearing no Red Sox hat, man. It'll like burst into flames on the top of his head. It wouldn't work out well. But something, man. The one thing also I wanted to talk to you about is because at one point you're 2-0 in the sport, you're moving forward, you're moving like a house of fucking fire, and then comes along Jeremy Holloway, and here comes an opportunity you don't find yourself in too much, a draw decision. A majority draw decision. Now, after that, what do you take away after that fight, going into your next camp, knowing
Well, like I,
you gave your all, but unfortunately, you know how it is. The old fighter saying, never leave it in the hands of the judges, but sometimes it just happens to go that way. The majority draw. What did you take away from that experience?
well, to be honest with you, stop smoking weed in time.
Stop doing
I gotta
what?
be honest. I gotta be honest. But no, man.
That's
We
simple, huh?
no, we did, and like I said, man. One of the things that another thing that I felt like I took away from that fight was to be patient and go forward. One of the things that because I in the fight I got poked in the eye really early, and it wasn't like it was a on purpose or nothing like that. It's just things that happen, and I couldn't see. I couldn't see for a while, and then so that was what kind of thing. But this time for training, we how can I say this? We prepared for the worst case scenario. And like the other situation, that has never happened to me. So I was kind of like bugged out and scared because I couldn't see, and I never really um, been through that. That was a first for me, and I fought in 1,000 times on the street, but that's never happened to me. So this one was more like um, ready for anything that does happen.
And what's amazing about it is that how many people don't understand how easily that can happen in bare knuckle. You take away the gloves, you take away the separation of the fingers, and it's so much easier for an accidental eye poke to take place in bare knuckle fighting because you don't have that webbing between your hands to give you some degree of separation between the punch and your fingers. So, you know, preparing for that, now that's major. In fact, actually, that's something that I wish that more fighters would actually prepare for when it comes to a training camp, knowing that you have that prepared for, and if it happens again, you know how to deal with it.
Yes, yes, no, that was the biggest thing. We also have a doc that comes to the gym and we practice a mental practice, so that way when something like that happens in our mental, we've
Mhm.
been there before. You know what I'm saying? It's now just now we're actually at the thing. So that was a big help. It's been a big help, and we're excited.
Nice.
What I mean, you said there's a bunch of things to do there since you've been there. What's I guess your favorite thing that you've done since you've been in Albuquerque?
The people are nicer.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not only that, but it's for me. If I've always been how can I say this? I've always been a guy that likes to see new things, travel and stuff like that. So out here in Albuquerque, for instance, like the biggest difference between here in Boston is that it's real fast paced. Over here, actually, it's real slow paced. It's a whole different culture change. So I'm actually learning about the about the history of New Mexico and stuff like that. So it's been a trip because I didn't know any of the stuff that I'm learning, and it's just been a great experience so far.
Mhm.
Dope. I wanted to know. I was going to ask. I was going to do a little. Obviously, I handle the music or DJ. So I was going to do a little game with you called this or that, and basically going to hit you with two artists, two different music artists, and all you have to do is pick who. You don't have to
Okay.
say why. You don't have to explain why or anything. Just pick between the two.
Okay, you
Gonna
got it.
start off. Gonna go Biggie Smalls or Tupac.
Ah. I like them both, but I'm a Tupac guy.
All right, all right. Next, I'm gonna go Method Man or Redman.
Method Man.
All right. Then I got Big Pun or Big L.
Come on, you know the question to that. Big Pun.
Mhm. Hell yeah.
Now I'm gonna go.
Hey, quick story. That brother inspired me. Him and Fat Joe and that whole crew around that time, they really inspired me to go all out and because obviously he's the first Latino hip hop artist. So that kind of kind of motivated me in anything that I do in life since then. And what not better to get inspiration from people that are your own bloodline.
Yeah, I got a chance to. Big Pun's my favorite rapper ever, but I got a chance to chill with his son Chris Rivers like twice, and sit in on a session that he was doing, freestyle session. So that shit was dope, dog.
Nice.
Yeah, I hear he's pretty good.
Oh, he's super nice. He spits just like Pun, and he got that little pause in there and that little just like Pun. Like, yeah, he's serious. All right, next I got Lauryn Hill or Foxy Brown.
Lauryn Hill for me.
Lauryn Hill.
Fuck yeah, man.
Lauryn Hill, you crazy?
Every day. Miseducation the Lauryn Hill is one of my favorites. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Foxy Brown was.
Nah, as I said, then I got Little Kim or Faith Evans.
Little Kim.
I think so.
Now I'm gonna switch it up real quick. Boyz II Men or Jodeci?
Boyz II Men.
Fuck yeah.
And then I got one more. I got I'm gonna take it back old school. Lenny Williams or damn. Trying to freaking remember who the hell I was gonna say. You don't know who Lenny Williams is?
No, I didn't hear the name.
Oh no. I said or Teddy Pendergrass.
I'll go with Lenny.
I think so too, yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one right there.
That's all I had, dog. That's all I had, music wise.
No, I like that. That's a tough one. DJ Tony throwing out a little music comparison. I like that. I mean, honestly, that's where you're from. That's your world. So therefore, it only makes sense that we find out what kind of tunes are going through the fighters' minds. But speaking of which, man, the one thing that I love about Albuquerque is I think that it actually has the best training climate in the country for fighters. If you're looking to improve your overall lung capacity, if you're looking to build your wind, put more wind in your sails, and you're looking for overall strength training, I don't think it gets any better than Albuquerque in the country.
I agree with you. I guess that's probably why I've been here so long, because of that same reason. It's been a great experience. The food, the people. I can't go wrong or complain at anything. I'm super grateful that I've been here this long. The coaches from right from the beginning, I put in my work. You know what I mean? I didn't just come out here and had to, fill in like some people do. I've been here. I've been grinding. We're not only in the ring, but off the ring as well. With getting involved with the community. Working with the program that we work with disabilities, kids with disabilities and stuff like that. It's that's which is adaptive MMA. It's been a great experience. I can't complain.
Well, with all these experiences that you've had, the one thing that I want to ask you is because of the fact that now you're a resident of the 505, how many times have you tried to go check out the very famous Walter White's house and been chased away from that bitch who lives there?
I haven't, honestly. Like I'm one of those guys. Like I haven't done. I've done what you call it? I've done great exploring, but not that much. So I'm not really too familiar, but it's been a great experience. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's Walter White's house. She's got the current owner. She's got a fence around it. It's a very, very simple. If you watch Breaking Bad, then you know that his house was very modest. But she's got a fence around it, and oh my God, she doesn't even like people to stand across the street. She says the most foul things. So if you get the opportunity to go over there, please do me a favor. If you could get close enough, throw a pizza on that bitch's roof.
I promise you I would.
Albuquerque, that's where they got. Is that the place that I think that's where we've gone a couple of times to go up that. They got the mountain slide up there with that restaurant up top of the mountain.
Yeah, man. Like I said, the food out here is a different experience. I mean, like they say, like Mexican food. Like I've ate a lot of Mexican food throughout the country, but nothing compares to Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
By the way, Jeff, my manager says, "What's up?"
Hey. Much respect as always, brother. No, we're really excited for you, bro. And we see you're in the gym, so we're going to go ahead and let you go right now and let you get back to it. But before you go, as always, as is custom here on Bones to Domes, we're going to give you an opportunity to go ahead and shout out anybody you got to shout out. Your family, your friends, your sponsors, anybody who is getting you to the dance on Friday. It's your time, brother.
I wanna spend a special shout out to all my people back home. They're tuning in. They always support me and be there for me. My hometown, obviously, Lawrence, Massachusetts. My gyms, my boxing gym and defensive edge, which is an MMA school. As you know, I started at MMA. But without those two schools, I feel like I wouldn't be here at Jackson Wing. And my coaches Rick Alford, Bugsy Jose Martinez. It's my coaches here, Jeff, Coach Wink, all the coaches at JW, my close friend and been a coach, uh, Chris Davis, and then my guy that's been helping me cut this weight responsibly, Nico Savage, which he fights the next day after me here in town. So it's been a great experience learning from him because he went to college and we're doing this cut right. We're not depleted or nothing like that. We're gonna be strong come Friday.
Beautiful.
Thank you, big dog. We appreciate you coming on. Can't wait to see you throw them bones and knock somebody out, dog. And definitely be tuning in, watching live, and make sure you do what you do, big dog, and put on a good show.
No, man, you already know, man. We're ready, man. We're ready. We're real confident. So it's gonna be a great night.
All right, brother. Catch you soon. We'll definitely bring you back on.
You guys.
Soon. All right, peace.
All right. Okay, now first thing that we need. I mean, I love this guy, but we need to get him some headphones. We need to get him some headphones the next time and everything like that. We're going back and forth. Most of the time in the interview, I saw that tattoo on the side of his head and everything like that. So we definitely need to get the bro some headphones and that, no problem with that. But always fun to have Wil Santiago. I'm so glad that we finally got an opportunity to get him on the show. He's a personality and he's got a great opportunity. It's interesting about this one, Tony, because of the fact that James Dennis is coming off of a fight that I didn't think that he could win at the time when we were back at Hard Rock Live against Rene Rodriguez. Rene was on such a tear. And then here comes James out of fucking nowhere and floors him. And I mean, he doesn't just beat him. He fucking floored him.
Yeah.
I was very, very surprised on that.
And I respect Rene. I've DJ'd for him in both organizations that he's been in. And he always brings it. But yeah, he definitely got shown. I think he came into that fight way too confident, just thinking he was just going to run through him in his hometown, had the whole crowd cheering for him, and then got caught. And you know how it is. One punch can change everything, and he didn't want no more.
And the funny thing about it is that there's so many other people in combat sports who says one punch can change anything, like in boxing or MMA. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that the way that it works here. If ever that saying were true, it's definitely in bare knuckle fighting. You and I have witnessed it firsthand. How many times have we seen somebody come in confident as hell, controlling the ring, controlling the pace, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're done. They're done. One punch. And that's all it fucking takes. So if there's any one sport where that saying rings truer than all, it's definitely in BKFC. 100%, man.
For sure, man. It's going to, it's going to be a great time, man. All right, Jeff. So I've had something weighing on my mind. I was going to wait till next week to let it out the box, but I feel like I can't talk because it's just sitting on my mind.
Well, I mean, if it's something that you got to get out there, man, get it out there.
So I, as of this last week, have parted ways with Bkfc, DJing wise, anyways. And I am moving on back to everything that I was doing before I was with the company. And yeah, so basically I decided to move on, and that's that. I will not be DJing for Bkfc anymore. I will just be managing fighters, and going to leave it at that.
You know something, brother? The way that I look at life, especially in situations and scenarios such as yours, when a door closes, another one opens. Another one opens, and the opportunity that you're going to get is you're going to get an opportunity to actually change people's lives. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. You're the best. You're, in my opinion, out of all the DJs that I've worked with across this planet, you are by far the best. You're by far the best because the fighters dig your tunes, number one, and I think that's probably paramount. The fans dig your tunes. You absolutely keep the tunes fresh throughout the night. You do your best not to rinse and repeat on songs, and we all appreciate that. So the way that we look at it, man, they're impossible shoes to fill, but somebody's got to do the job.
I'm looking at Arnold's face. He's like, wait, what the fuck's going on?
That's the way that I look at it. They're impossible shoes to fill, but somebody obviously will do the job. But as far as your involvement with Bkfc, now you get the opportunity to change fighters' lives for the absolute better and give them opportunities that maybe they wouldn't have gotten with other management companies.
And that, with that, yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. I have no, nothing negative to say. Love senior, junior, everybody that worked with there, Cranston, Jonathan Evans, you, obviously, everybody. So it's all good. Just going to switch things up now and just focus on the managing side of things. And that's that. And with that being said, though, let's go ahead and bring in one of Orozco Elite's own, the one and only Mr. Bumaye himself, Arnold Adams.
Oh, God. Absolute, in my opinion, and I'm just going to let it out. I don't give a fuck if you hit me or not. You're one of the strangest motherfuckers I've ever come across.
I'll be chilling.
The Ric Flair fingers in the background, and
I'll be chilling, man. That's all. I'll be chilling.
I can't fucking figure you out, man. And you know what? I'm not going to try.
Man, I would have matched you if I'd known, dog.
See, I mean, I should have put two and two together.
Because with you, 2 and 2 makes 5, so it doesn't exactly work for anything like that.
It's magical, baby.
Oh, no. The one thing that I've known, man, win, lose, or draw, up or down, happy or sad, the one thing that I know is that he has always made magic for us, and he is one of the OGs, man. I mean, he's as OG as it gets in the sport. So there's nothing that can be said about that. Yeah, cross those fucking arms. You've earned it.
One of the smoothest walking, talking, the Bumaye man himself.
I love it.
We call him Arnold Flair.
So you done?
What's up, big dog? I seen you. What did you say?
You done?
Oh, he's talking about that. Oh, okay.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm done. All right.
Conflict of interest?
Conflict of interest? Oh, yeah, pretty much. I was pretty much told I had to pick between the two. Yep. And I'm not going to get into how I really feel about the situation. It is what it is.
You don't have to. I understand it.
I've this is something that I wanted to do more. I've been DJing for over 15 years, and I've been helping other people do this. And again, I'm not going to name names, but just helping other promote or companies with fights and doing all this stuff. and you never ask for $1, never. And I'm not really doing it for the money. It's just more something I'm trying to build up for my kids.
Right.
And none of my kids want to be a DJ. None of them, you know what I mean? And like I said, I've been doing it for so long that I want to just focus on this now and really, you know, and bring people like Mr. Boomaye back to the belt and be able to feel part of that journey. It's just more impactful than me just DJing. I feel like, you know what I mean? It's just, it's cool. I get to be cool with everybody. I'm literally cool with everybody because I'm, you know, the DJ. Obviously, everybody sends me their music. But it just came to a point where I was like, I can still DJ and do, you know what I mean, and do shit for other people, other companies, different boxing promotions, whatever.
Right.
I gotta choose. I gotta choose what I actually want to do, and that's.
But now you get, like I just said a second ago, you get a chance to help people change their lives for the better. You get fighters opportunities that maybe they couldn't have gotten with another management company. That's only positive. That's only positives, man. So like I said, it's just one door closes, another one fucking opens. It sounds like a fucking cliche, but it's God's honest truth.
Yeah, I'll still be at the events. I'll be at the I'm gonna be at the Tampa one showing out. And then I'll be the next one after that. I'll be at the Denver card coming out to support some of our fighters. We'll have fighting on that card as well.
Interesting card.
When is Denver?
That's May 31st.
Oh, no,
right?
It got announced today, so I can say May 31st.
May 31st. It's a prospect series. It's a prospect series at a different location. This time, actually in Denver. This time actually in Denver. We're usually never in Denver. We're at the First Bank Center in Broomfield, just on the outside, really fucking outside. But you know something, man? I want to get things kicked off. I said at the beginning of that you are one of the craziest MFers out there, but by being that, you're also one of the most intriguing. And the reason why you're the most intriguing is because I never saw anybody actually. No, dude. I never saw anybody pick up natural bare knuckle fighting the way that you did. Seriously, brother. This is not me trying to go ahead and placate anybody's fucking ego. It's just the way that you move in the ring. The targets that you look at when it comes to that, you are targeting different body parts than the traditional fighter does, and that is a bare knuckle fighter thing.
Okay.
So let me ask you, man. I mean, did this come together really quickly for you coming into Bkfc as far as putting that together?
Yeah, I mean it's street fighting. Like that's how it's a controlled street fight. And like I just to me. Fighting is fun. It's 100% fun. Win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna be a little salty if I lose, but it's fun for me. I enjoy it. I don't look at this as work. I've legit been fighting since I was like 5-6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun. I enjoy it. So I was trying to get into regular boxing. That didn't work out. And when I got a call from Nate Shook about a tryout for this, flew out to Philly and laid it all out on the line and was just hoping for a call. I got that call and I was like, shit, this is boxing. This is controlled street fight. This ain't finna be shit. And it turned out not to be shit. I was walking through people like it was nothing.
No, you're right about that. You're right about that, man. But, you were also part of something that not a whole lot of people really understood. You were part of Bkfc 1. Very, very unique experience for us all. Probably one of the most unique experiences of my life because first of all, I remember everything that was going on, the death threats that was happening.
Right.
You remember the K9 unit, the SWAT team, the dogs wouldn't shut the fuck up while you guys are stepping on the scales. But one thing I remember at the weigh-ins, because I was expecting some fireworks between fighters, tamest weigh-in show I've ever been a part of. I think everybody was still wrapping their head around what they were getting themselves into.
Nobody knew what it was, to be honest.
Exactly. And you and I will never forget that feeling of that first one. It's just, I guess in your own words and everything, as best as you can, share with us exactly what that feeling was like, man, because there's only so many people who have experienced it.
It was for me. That was my first time I felt like at a big level. So to be out there, I'm in Cheyenne. We're in the middle of nowhere, but seeing the camera crew, and then the fucking police escort that Feldman had to have. I'm like, damn, this shit is really real. Like, the biker gangs is mad as hell when you up here doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a dope experience all around. Seeing, and, you know, the camera crew, the crowd, like, we were in the ice arena, but the crowd was lit. When I got out the ring, I took so many pictures and signed so many autographs, and I had never done that before. So that was dope.
If you remember because I was thinking to myself kind of the same thing, the front of the Cheyenne Ice and Event Center off to the right, there was a putt-putt mini golf course in the front of that. I'm just saying to myself, holy crap, man, what are we doing and everything? And in my opinion, I think we ended up having a moment that could be even comparable to UFC 1.
Yeah, especially with the Beltron
Lopez fight. Yep.
Lopez fight. Yeah.
Still my favorite fight. Still my favorite fight.
The pictures I saw of that shit, I was like, damn, I could never come out of fight looking like that. They did not care. There's blood everywhere. And the fans loved it.
You know what the crazy thing about that fight was, Champ? The crazy thing about it is that it was originally scheduled as a swing bout. Because it was originally scheduled, so it wasn't even supposed to be on TV because we had no idea how long the fights were last. But we blazed right through it. It ended up becoming the co-main event. And I say to myself, can you imagine that not being on TV?
Right.
Wow.
I want to know how does it feel going from, let's say, like he's saying, that first event to then you being at, let's say, like Las Vegas last year for the Mr. Olympia. What is the biggest difference you see in the company and then in yourself as well in between that time?
Really the growth of the company, you know, because being in small ass Cheyenne, just being in Vegas, doing an event in Vegas, a trial in Vegas, that's huge. That's huge. During a big weekend, during a muscle weekend, was it Mr. Olympia, right? That's dope. And then I've just seen myself grow from coming out of a shell and just being me around the fans and around people and letting them see who I am outside of the ring.
Yeah, that's how I feel like I'm about to start being, because now that I feel like I can just kind of be more free on here. I guess before I was being more, I guess, political.
Because you got to be neutral and everything.
Yeah, and but now.
Oh shit! Oh, what the fuck is this? All right, this is what I've been waiting for. Fuck yeah!
Coming, man.
Maybe not that. Maybe not that.
The cream's about to be at the top, big dog, and it's like no. But now I see that a little bit ago, or a couple weeks ago, that you was doing you're back in football training with the kids. How's that been going? And what motivated you to want to be a football coach?
I don't know. I just like it's something about giving back. Like when I graduated high school, I went and coached my little brother and his football team for I think 3 years, and then just recently I was coaching my son and his football team for the last 3 years. I don't know. It's just something about giving back to the kids, you know. And then they find out what I do. They look up to me. So it just, I don't know. I just like to give back, volunteer when I can.
It's definitely something that I've always wanted to do is coach football. That's like, I guess what I told myself that I was going to do after I finished DJing, or decided that I was going to finish DJing. So I think it's something that I'm going to try to do now this fall, now that I'll be more able to just be able to have a more open schedule, or actually work my schedule the way I want to, instead of being gone 3-4 days for Bkfc event.
I'm gonna warn you. That shit is demanding.
I did it. So I coached softball for like 5 years.
Yeah, softball and football is not the same.
I'm dealing with all girls, dog. That's
all right. I get you that.
I did it for the same thing for my little sister, all the way till she got to high school, basically. Out of every year, so I want to say 6 or 7 years, we won the championship spring summer, and fall every year besides that last fall. They cheated us, dog. And was on some bullshit rule shit where they said basically we didn't have enough players. And they told us that we had basically if our last player didn't get there by whatever, we'll just say 5:05 or whatever.
Forfeit the game.
Yeah, we had to forfeit the game, dog. And we were undefeated the whole season. And that team took that win so quick, dog, and wouldn't play. Like, our players showed up like 3 minutes later, dog. And they celebrated like they really did something and was running. I said, our player, at least just play us anyways. You know what I mean? If whatever, it doesn't matter. You guys got the championship. We just want to slaughter y'all 21-0 just so we could show that, you know what I mean? Right. Everybody knows what's really good. Like, y'all didn't win, dog. We played y'all earlier in the season and hit y'all with the slaughter rule. Y'all didn't even get one run. Like come on. Like, yeah. So the league, you know, they got us. And after that, I was like, man, fuck, bait. You know, I ain't doing it. I really wanted to fight the coach, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he was so happy. Yes, we won.
Hell yeah. You take your wins, win it however you can. Shit.
Oh, that's bullshit, dog.
That's what Ellen Belcher did.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because I know that obviously, he just lost. I was trying to set up you and him somewhere again. You know, but it would be the perfect time now for him to, you know, coming off that loss to come back to be. I think
things have not worked out for him ever since then, have they? They have not.
I think he might be a free agent again. Might as well come back, try to get that fight back. I don't think he'll do it, but
he'd have to get $1 million for that to happen.
Or shit, I can say it now. I can talk like this. Or you go to Game Bread and fight him at Game Bread, and obviously want to keep you in BKFC, but you know, and go to Game Bread and fight him in Game Bread.
I do it.
Are you with the kicks?
What?
Are you with the kicks and elbows?
What? I started in MMA.
Yeah, I think he's with the kicks.
Yeah, I with the kicks.
And the ground game.
I got tree trunks for legs. I'm with the kicks.
Yeah, it's like with the fucks, but with the kicks. Yeah, big dog. So we got to see, man. Nate Shook, I know you're probably not watching now, but I know you'll watch this. My man's ready. He's been in the gym. He's ready to go back after that title. Who do you have next on your hit list? What is the top? Let's not be, you know.
I don't have a hit list. I've never had a hit list. I don't have a hit list. I've always been the person that everyone is chasing. Everyone's always chasing me.
What would be your top?
Even without the belt, I'm still the one they're chasing.
Yeah. What would be your top 3 dream fights that you could have?
On the roster?
And anybody. It doesn't matter. It could be Tyson. Yeah. It could be anybody. Or even a fight that you want to get back or anything.
Chase Sherman. My 3 losses.
All right. Okay. That's why I said 3. I figured you were going to go with the 3 losses. That's why I just kept it at 3
losses. What? Because one of those losses for sure shouldn't be on there. Shouldn't be on there.
Okay. Do you feel like obviously in the last fight? Let's talk about your last fight for a little bit because I feel like you were you had total control of that fight. I don't think you've been on a podcast since your last fight, so I don't think we got.
No, I haven't. I ain't gonna lie. After the 3rd round, I could not breathe for nothing. I could not fucking breathe. I'm in the corner yelling at them. Throw the water on me. I can't breathe. Put the shit on my neck. I can't fucking. I could not breathe. Like if you can hear it, some of you can hear. I was yelling. I could not fucking breathe for shit. And even at the last punch that dropped me, I blocked it, but
yeah,
I hit that mat. I was like,
Fuck this.
Fuck this. I threw my hands back and got the deep, breathing deep. Fuck this. No. The next thing I know, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to sleep. Kiss my ass.
How do you feel? All right. Then, so that happened. Obviously, you guys are tied up now. So, now they have Lorenzo Hunt fighting him next.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Lorenzo wins. Do you want to go straight after Lorenzo, or do you want that rematch back first before you?
I'll take the rematch.
All right,
I'll take the rematch.
I like that.
Just said it. If you got three
because they gonna want me to have a fight. They gonna want me to have another fight before I go for the belt. I'll take the rematch.
Exactly.
I like that better
I'll take
anyway.
the rematch. What?
Okay.
I'll take the rematch.
Now, having been in the ring with Vic Terrell, having it being and what you've seen of Lorenzo Hunt, do you think that Vic Terrell can knock out Lorenzo Hunt?
He can. Mick can.
How do you have that fight going?
But and Mick knows what he's up against. But Lorenzo's explosive. That's his. But if you can withstand that, where does he go from there?
Okay.
Where does he go from there? He throws a lot of powerful punches, hooks, and uppercuts. It's his shit. Okay, but I don't see Mick Terrell allowing you to get in close enough to unload that.
Okay.
And Mick's taller than you. You had a speed advantage, your explosiveness, power. Okay, cool, but don't think it's sweet with Mick. Don't think it's sweet.
Mick said it this week. Obviously, I believe it was Monday, or maybe it was last. Actually, no, I'm lying. It was last week.
It was at the presser last week. Yeah,
last week. Sorry. He's gonna have to see his power. Like he knows Lorenzo's gonna be fast for those first 2 minutes, but after that, he said he's just gonna lay on him, and if he does that, it's gonna be hard, man. I can see. I say the same thing. If Lorenzo's gonna get him out of there, he's got to do it in the first. Got to do it in the first minute.
Mick's gonna lay on Lorenzo. Was that what he said?
That's what Mick said. Mick said he's gonna.
Lorenzo's gonna tear his stomach the fuck up.
I agree.
What? He's going to tear his stomach up if he lays on him.
He said he's going to give him the first 2 minutes to just unload, and then he's gonna lay on him. And
that's his game plan, to let you tire yourself out and then come in strong in the later rounds. Mm-hmm.
I believe, like I said, if Lorenzo is going to knock him out, it's got to be in the first round. It's got to be quick. I think after that, Mick is going to try to go for that game plan. Lorenzo's then's going to try to keep it more outside game, come in quick, back out, because he knows that he's going to want to just try to grab him and just lay on him and Mick, I mean, that's my theory.
Mick has a nice counter though. He has a nice counter where he steps out and comes back with a right hand.
He's gonna have that reach.
Mick's very slick. You gotta watch him. You gotta watch him. He sets traps up.
No, for sure.
And he knows what he's doing. It'll be a good fight. We gotta see what Lorenzo comes out.
Who do you have? What is the decision for that fight? Who do you have?
I want to say Lorenzo.
Okay.
I can't lie.
Say Lorenzo.
Mick's a beast. I just feel like he's gonna catch him in that first round and shock.
And that's the only way you're gonna do it. You're gonna have to catch.
If he gets in, he's gonna drop him like he did Rob Morrow. And it's because Mick has a habit of doing this. And if you do this as he's rushing in, he's gonna come over the top with 2 or 3 of them back to back. Yeah. And then once you're up against the rope, he's gonna unload. Boom, 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 boom.
All right.
But we know, you know, it's kind of funny. I look at Lorenzo kind of the same way. It's kind of a weird analogy, but I look at him as like, you know, the dragon Smaug in the Hobbit series. There's that one little scale. There's that one little soft spot. You know, he says he's got, you know, armor. You know, no sword can pierce this armor, but that's that tiny, tiny little soft spot where that scale doesn't exist. He's going to have to expose that little soft where that scale doesn't exist.
I know who pierced his armor.
The thing is, so do we. We know the same person who knocked him down. We all know Leo was the guy to do that.
The same person he's been running from.
He's got a fight coming up soon, so we'll
he's
see.
What, BYB now?
Yeah, he signed with BYB.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he fights next week, next Thursday night. They're in Tampa Bay.
He's gonna smoke everything over there. He's gonna have a hard time finding fights in bare knuckle.
He's gonna be champion in 3 fucking fights.
I think that so I know that there's like a beef between the companies or whatever, but I think that that'll end up being the fight. If they end up doing a mixed card,
a cross promotional card, yeah,
it'll be that fight and Helen and Christine.
Oh, got it.
Helen's over there.
Helen's over there too.
Oh no, yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I mean, I think that would be the first one where they finally got to say fuck it. And
why does she go over there? Why she go over there?
She said this. See, I can talk freely now. Well, she basically said she was waiting for a contract and just never got it. She was waiting in months for a contract and never got it. And then even on the same day that BYB offered her a contract, she reached back out to Bkfc again and it just never came through. So
she wanted to, but they just was dragging their ass.
So
but at the same point, as much as I would like to see that happen, so much time has passed between that amazing fight that I know for a fact that we're not going to get that same fight.
Right. It's not going to have the same intensity.
I believe
they've evolved. They're different fighters now than they were then.
I feel like for Christina will, because she took that loss. That's the only loss.
Yeah, it's her only loss.
Only one.
So she'll take it. Because she wants that back for sure. She wants that.
She's told me that she wants that back.
And that's the only fight she wants. Yeah.
And then Lorenzo, he's gonna. I mean, he might not want the fight, but that's the only fight he's got to take. He needs that win back.
It's a logical closure point. It is.
So I think it only makes sense. Down the year, maybe they can do some type of Christmas, Christmas bash.
What season's beatings? Season's beatings.
Yo, so I just did something. Obviously, like the same shit. I don't have to tell. Oh, hold on. Let's see what Mike and Mish got to say real quick. She did have a decent losing streak before. Yeah, she did. She lost 2.
Yeah, that's right. She lost
3 in a row.
That's right.
And then you could say that she was about to lose her BYB debut too, if it wasn't for the fact that they stopped it for I think they said a legal elbow or something. It wasn't an illegal elbow. She was getting beat up, but whatever. Anyways, I just did this with our guest before. As everybody knows, I am the DJ for all these different.
Oh, you're a DJ? Fuck!
Nah, I just do shit. I want to ask you. I'm doing a new thing. It's called This or That. I'm going to ask you 2 different artists, and literally all you got to do is choose which one you like better. Simply as that. We're going to start off. You a Chi-Town guy, so I'm going to go Kanye or Khalid.
Kanye.
All right, then I'm just going to switch up. We're going to go Nas, Jay-Z.
Damn.
You know it, big dog.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z? All right.
Yeah, and the reason being he's got more music than Nas.
You know what? All that shit's about to pop off. That just happened to Diddy is about to
Yeah, they
happen.
talking about something to Jay-Z. Yeah, 50 Cent said, yeah.
Jay-Z's next this week, dog. I've already
That's
seen
what,
mad shit coming out.
that's what I heard.
And he's next, dog. He's about to be over in the Bahamas somewhere too on a plane.
He's about to be on that island. He bought Beyonce.
Dog, they knew what they was doing.
They better get their ass over
there. There's the boo.
What's up, Jules?
There's the boo right there. What's up, Jules? I was shouting you out earlier. Thank you. Obviously, I can't say which fight, but thank you for setting up that fight, Jules. Thank you.
How come you can't? You don't work for them.
Oh, yeah, but you know it's in the contracts. You still can't release fights before the.
Yeah.
Before the company does, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I still have to play. Still gotta do it professionally, dog. I just now get to be able to do. I get to chill. I get to whatever the fuck I want to. Talk my mind. I hold back a lot.
He does.
Yeah, that's why. Because Jules will beat me up, and then Misfit will be right behind her.
Misfit, yeah. Then you gotta ask the Misfit.
Just catch me with knees. That's your favorite shit. Just catch me with knees out of nowhere to the thigh, or just you know what I mean. All right, so let's keep going. So then we got Wil Santana or Lloyd Banks.
Juelz, what? Come on now.
That's that guy right there, dog.
Right.
Then we got Jada. Oh, this is hard though. Jadakiss or Fabulous.
Oh,
Freddie.
I like Jada.
Jada's my
I like Jada.
My second favorite ever. So
Jada freestyles be different.
We're gonna go Eminem or this is automatically out of there. All right, never mind.
Wow.
Eminem or let's see. Eminem or The Game.
Eminem.
That's a good one. The Game?
I'll take Eminem.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Marshall Mathers, LP. What?
That's that guy. What?
I'll take Eminem.
Eminem, dog. I remember being in 7th grade on the bus. This white kid, Steve. What the fuck was his name? Steven something, right? He got on his headphones and his little disc jock and shit, and he's listening to something. I never sat next to this kid on the bus at all. He was just like, "Oh," he said, "You play? You're the cornerback for the football team, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, listen to this new artist." That new artist was Eminem. And dog, even then I was already making mixtapes and everything, and I didn't know who the fucking Eminem was, dog. I heard that first song, dog, Real Slim Shady.
Yeah.
After that, dog, he's been in my top 5 since. I think I might have moved him to number 6 now, but lyrically, yeah, he be killing it.
I'm gonna tell you, man. What really did it for him is that when he had the balls to put out Stan.
I love Stan. Stan was dope.
That is soul wrenching. That fucking song is, and it was ballsy to put that out there because you're dealing with something very, very fucking real. Plus, also the collaboration with Dido just made it that much better. That was a ballsy fucking.
Yeah, I like songs where you can see what they're talking about. Like they're painting a picture as they're like Biggie was good. I love Biggie.
Yeah. Biggie, it's like you're watching a movie. A lot of
for sure. Like you hear what he's saying, but you're seeing it play out scene by scene.
For me, it was like for him, Nas, even like I love Cameron. Freaking like those type of artists, you can just see. Even Jadakiss, you can. Like, it's like a movie, dog. You don't even.
We know you from New York.
It's a whole video going on. You got your own music video.
We know you from New York.
I'm from Jersey, dog, but
close enough.
Yeah, right there, 15 minutes away. Mm-hmm. Then I got all right. So then I'm gonna go take it back. I'm gonna go Janet or Whitney.
For me, Janet.
Wow.
Because Janet nasty.
Janet. Take it all the way back to
what you say, Miss Jackson, nasty.
Take it all the way back to damn, Bill Cosby,
That's
dog.
a bold statement there. There's a bold statement there, champ, because the thing is, I think Whitney's a goddamn. I think Whitney was like, she was like an alien. She was like, her voice was so good.
No, for sure. Her voice is unmatched. Can't nobody hit her notes the way she would hold them. None of that. But Whitney wasn't. What Whitney singing about, and what Janet was singing about, was just two different things.
This is true. This is true.
Janet Jackson, dog. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go Alicia Keys or Beyonce.
Ooh.
You better have the right answer on this, big dog.
Of course, I'm gonna go with Beyonce.
Oh God, damn it!
She got more. Wait. What are we comparing? Music, right?
Music. Just music, not performance.
No, yeah, she's got more music, and she's got some songs where she's talking like Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I've always been. Alicia's been my boo since like forever.
Yeah.
It was my 9 or 2000s was J-Lo and Alicia Keys, dog.
She's too innocent for me.
Yeah, but Beyonce's just like you said. She describes movies, and she's another one who describes movies in her music. So you watch along. You live through it. You live through it. Plus, also, she got the greatest legs. She got the greatest legs in all of music. She got the greatest fucking legs. Nobody's got stems like her, man. Jesus Christ, man.
They're insured for $1 million each.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I don't know, man. I just like Beyonce. To me, like Beyonce's pretty, but she's never ever for me. She just never gave me that.
She don't give me that either. But in comparison between them two, right? Compared to Alicia,
came out with them braids, some long ass straight braids, dog.
See, you're not comparing music.
Exactly.
See how you see?
Think of music, dog.
You compare. You talk about long braids and what she looked like. It has nothing to do with music.
It made the music better.
I know what type of music you trying to make.
Nah, but so I have like a little thing for yeah, I'm trying to make music all night, big dog. I got a little story with Alicia Keys. I went to the all women's tour. This was probably, I don't know, 2005 or something like that. This was when Rihanna first came out. Rihanna was actually the opening act of the show, so that's how you know, like, you know what I mean. It was Rihanna opened up, then it was Tamia, then Missy Elliott, then Alicia Keys, then Beyonce. Anyway, Alicia Keys goes to get on the stage, right? It's a part of the song where she's on the piano, she's talking to the crowd all slow with that little sexy voice, a little laugh, you know. She stops talking, you know what I mean? It's a real serious part of the song. I don't know what was in me, dog. I just yelled as loud as I could, and I'm up top, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'm up there with Sting and Owen Hart, dog. Like I'm up there high, dog. Like I yell as loud as I can, dog. Alicia, I love you, dog. She looked and hit me with a little. I love you too. Yo, the whole crowd, everybody in my section started going crazy, dog. Like, yo.
He thought he was the man.
Yo,
he didn't get any sleep that night. He didn't get any fucking sleep that night.
Alicia Keys said she loved me.
Never let that moment down in my life, dog. Like, woo!
She said she loved me.
You love me. You told me you love me. Yeah. And then, but the whole shit is that, like, so she did her set, right? Beyonce was supposed to be the main event, whatever.
Right.
Beyonce came out like on that, like, kind of like when Jay-Z came out that one time after DMX, and he was like, "What am I supposed to do with this shit? Like, you just, we might as well go home." Like,
I can't top that.
And then Beyonce came out, and you know she killed it, but it was like Alicia just, you know what I mean. And then with that whole shit, it's just
because she doing more soulful singing every.
Yeah, she was laying on the piano, dog, laying over top of the piano, playing the piano backwards, like.
Oh, okay. She wrong.
It like killed it. It was a wrap after that. I said
that's like Mozart. That's like Mozart shit right there.
We got my main man right here, Mike Hunnell, the Mike and Mesh. Ask you got Foxy Brown or Little Kim?
We already went that one, but we'll give it again.
I know that was but that was with somebody else. But it was different. It was two different people though. I said Little Kim or Faith Evans, two different class.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Foxy or Little Kim.
I'm taking Lil Kim. When it comes to music,
I was never.
Music.
Oh yeah, music. Yeah.
When it comes to music, because Lil Kim could really rap. She was raw as hell. Back then, she was raw as hell, and she still be raw as hell now.
Then we're gonna go. Yeah.
Did she get braids? Did she get braids too? I mean, did she get the braids that you're thinking about? I mean, was there anything?
I never liked, and I can't lie, I never liked neither of them. I was never
never liked Mariah Carey. Never liked
in that fashion, never. Should I say, Little Kim or Foxy Brown? I like them music wise, but I never found them attractive or whatever.
Lil Kim back then was. Now she looked like a fucking walking zombie.
At that time, I was on Boy Meets World Topanga. So
I got a story about her. I'm in Vegas, iHeartRadio Music Fest. I'm sitting backstage where the trailers is, right? I'm sitting there chilling on my phone. Mind you, I used to love her as a kid growing up. This was just last September, October. So she walks past and I just she was like, "Oh, that was so wholesome. Come here." Gave me a big ass hug. "What's your name?" "I'm such and such. It's nice to meet you." I'm like, "Oh shit, that's motherfucking Topanga."
Topanga, dog.
I just got a hug from Topanga. I was geeked out. I'm 38 years old. Happy as hell to be hugging this woman. What the fuck? I don't know.
I was even today, dog.
The kid came out. This was just like September, just this past year.
She still looks the same.
The exact same.
Aged well.
I think it was J. Cole, because I think J. Cole made a song about her.
And it's funny because J. Cole was right next to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Really?
But he definitely did say something about the Boy Meets World Topanga in one of his songs.
Yeah, and he said growing up that was his favorite crush. But I just seen a video where she goes to fanboy over, who the hell was it? She went to go fanboy over somebody, and the dude was more. He was like, "What the? Nah, you
right? Nah, because growing up, what?
It was both like, give me oh man, it was Topanga at that time, and can't lie, and Pamela Anderson, dog.
Fucking Pamela Anderson. Nah.
I was all about Baywatch at that time, and Carmen Electra, and I was in my whole entire white girl stage at that point in my life. I guess I still am. I love it all, but yeah, I was definitely.
I don't know, man. As far as I'm concerned, even though that she looks like absolute hot garbage right now, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. For me on Baywatch, it was all about Yasmin Bleeth and those. Yasmin Bleeth and those goddamn eyes. Those goddamn piercing eyes. Finally, someone on Baywatch that I can focus on her eyes and not her tits and get in trouble. So you see her, man, you're not going to focus on her tits. You go to Pamela Anderson, you're looking at no Pamela Anderson's eyes.
He wouldn't pull her up.
She does not look the same anymore, dog.
No, I know. She looks terrible. I think she's homeless. I think she's actually homeless right now. Yeah.
I remember her though. Yeah, she was really.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Nah, I don't think it's cocaine because she's big right now.
Yeah.
She's big.
Well, you remember her? You remember how hot she looked in basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone, man, she looked hot in that, man. But falling from grace, pretty fucking hard, absolutely. But all right, man, I'm gonna tell you something. This has been one of those times to where we go completely off topic, stop talking about fights, and start talking about the stuff that matters. And I want to thank you for that because we very rarely get an opportunity to bullshit like this. So, real DJ Tony finally stood up. Happy to see you here, man. Good stuff. Good vibes all around, man. Everybody's happy. Good stuff.
Yeah. So I do want to talk real quick though about because there is another heavyweight fight that's going to be going down.
Yep.
That same exact night. It was supposed to happen back on the same card that you fought on. Ben Rothwell and oh my god,
Todd Duffy.
Todd Duffy. There you go. Sorry about that. Who do you have in that fight? And I mean, are either of them, an interesting opponent for you?
Rothwell.
Yep, I got Ben too.
He's big.
Yeah, I'd say the second round.
He's big, and Duffy looks small.
He did in that way.
He does have a stupid long reach, but he looks small in size and stature. So, but it depends on if Rothwell had to kill himself to make whatever weight they agreed on.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know what their weight is.
I don't know what the weight is. Let's see.
Well, I know that for Ben to make 265 is just that's a stretch.
I'm gonna say probably 280 maybe because mine is 275. They made mine 275.
Maybe 280, 285. Yeah,
probably 285. And it's like, damn, you gave this man another 20 pounds.
It just says heavyweight. That's all. It doesn't say.
You gotta figure Ben rocks around. Ben's got to walk around at about 310, 320.
330.
No way though.
You're probably more.
Out of his mouth, he said 330.
He said 330.
I'm saying. So on Bkfc.com, it says that it's going to be at 265. I don't see that happening.
Won't see that happening.
There's no way.
That's like 70 pounds that he's got to drop.
Big Ben said that he said it was going to be at 270. I still don't see him coming down to that weight. He's like
Is he ever that weight even in the
UFC? He's like 320, 340, ain't he? He's fucking big, dog.
He walks around 330.
He's like fat. He's just big as fuck. He's just
big. He's just big.
Damn, I can't believe I'm having this brain fart. The dude from Ninja Turtles with the brain in him.
What?
I never knew his name, and I love Ninja Turtles.
Master. God damn it! I can't believe I'm forgetting this. The from Ninja Turtles, the big monster with the brain inside his stomach.
Right. I don't remember his name off the top of my head.
There you go. I knew somebody would come.
Krang. Yes.
He reminds me of him, like
a naturally big guy. But if you look at him, I mean, even going down to 270, size of his head, his hands, he's just a naturally big guy. He drops that weight. I think it's going to add that much weight. You're talking about 270, 280. Dude, it's going to affect him. It's going to affect him. And I don't think in a positive way.
But at the same time, that's probably why he was sick for the last fight, to give him some more time to get that weight.
Now there's no excuse if that's the case. It's been it's going to be 4 months by the time, almost 5 months, because that was December 2nd, I think. 2nd. So,
yep.
Yeah, so that's end of April. So almost 5 months.
Yep.
So there ain't gonna be no excuse this time. How do you feel about how the whole since you lost the belt, the whole entire division heavyweight wise is it going the way you thought it was gonna go? Or
I'm at the top, so I would assume. Excuse me. I would assume between the winner of these next two guys, maybe I would fight, or maybe Josh Copeland or Josh Watson or anybody else that's in the division and wants to fight. I don't know what's going on, but they don't say at the same time, why have me fight somebody that's not highly ranked?
Yeah, at least ranked. And you got you still at number 1, Copeland at number 2, Watson at 3.
Oh, well, see. Okay, well, I just said those two names. That's 2 and 3 right there.
Then you got you have a, from what I heard, I think they announced it the other day, the Omaha card coming out. Obviously I'm gonna assume Houston Alexander is gonna probably main event that.
Is he heavyweight?
No.
205.
Cruiser.
You fight at 205?
Houston's cruiserweight. He's at 205.
See, I was trying to set up some shit there.
I was going to say he's a heavyweight.
Well, it says he's ranked number 5 heavyweight. That's why I'm saying.
He hasn't made 205.
That's what I'm saying. It says heavyweight, I'm looking at it right now. It says number 5 is Houston Alexander.
He's usually he was like around the size of Gustavo, like 215, 220.
But then on Bkfc it says that he weighed in or he was 199. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going off the rankings. There's not anybody. Everybody else is pretty much. I don't know any of these names, honestly.
Where's Rothwell?
Rothwell is
I'm
very surprisingly is not on the list.
See, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. He's got to be within. Yeah,
he's 2-0.
Yeah,
he's not on the list. He's not on BKFC. list.
No, because they have Alan Belcher at number 4.
You got Mick Terrell, Arnold Adams number 1, Josh Copeland number 2, Josh Watson number 3, David Oscar, David Oscar. I think he's a London fighter or
he ain't on the U.S. roster.
He fights he fought on the Newcastle card, the Leeds, all over UK cards, and then Houston Alexander. So, I mean, out of all these other people, I see people. I see.
So wait, they took Alan Belcher off there.
Yeah, because
he was just. I just checked 2 days ago. He was on there at 4-0.
You're not on here no more.
Oh, okay, all right.
They moved Houston Alexander, I guess, into that 5th spot.
What's today? Today is Tuesday.
We got what's his name in here? No, we don't have Howie in here. I was gonna say, if we have Howie in here, Howie could let us know where they have their rankings. But Big Ben said he got removed after last Friday, so I guess they changed everything. They updated.
Yeah.
But they had the fights on Saturday, so why wouldn't they wait till Monday or something to redo the?
Okay, they revamped the rankings. That's what Big Ben just said. Yeah,
Big Ben knows everything, so I'll just go with what Big Ben.
I believe him, man. I believe him. He's the first motherfucker to actually put a comment on here before we even go live, so I would actually believe that. I would actually believe.
What you got coming up next? Where will we see Boombaye at next, big dog?
I'm probably pop out for the LA. Kind of pop out for Knucklemania. It is Knucklemania.
It is. I've been to them all. I'm really trying to come out there. We'll see. Honestly, I wasn't gonna go, but I got all my fucking boy. Everybody's fighting, so gotta go out there.
If I don't go there, I plan to go to Christine's fight.
Yeah, I gotta go there too.
Gotta support my dog.
Either one's gonna be good. I mean, Knucklemania, we got LA, but that one's gonna be big because that one right there. I mean, that's history for us right over there in Uncasville, man. That's gonna be pretty cool. Plus, also it's Christine and Heather for the Queen of Violence, for the Queen of Violence and such, and so it's gonna be either one. Either one is a good opportunity. But if I were a betting man, I would.
On my shirts like Patrol man. What shirts?
He's trying to. He's saying that you got your Roscoe Elite shirts before him.
Oh, okay, all right.
Cried up.
He's not Patrol man.
I thought he was saying he ordered some shirts for me.
Nah. He's talking about me. Big Ben is a part of our recruiting team.
Yes.
So he actually helped us sign
y'all trust him to recruit fighters?
Big Ben, that's our guy, dog. That's our guy.
What does
you
that
don't
mean?
fuck with Big Ben?
You trust him that much?
Yeah, he's cool as fuck, dog.
No, yeah, Ben cool as fuck. He be messaging all that. You trust him to find talent? That's good.
I'm the man, little Arnold. Oh, he said I'm the man, little Arnold. Oh, shit.
See?
He said, see who's going to help you in under the rope next time you try to get in the ring. He going to close it on you.
Big Ben, let me tell you something. When you poke the embers, you start a fire. Be careful there, buddy.
Be careful.
He said he's going to make sure your sponge is dry, dog. Yeah. He actually helped us with our latest signing out of a fighter out of Canada. So I definitely want to give him a shout out. Helped us get our new fighter Dan Goudet, who's going to be debuting most likely on the next Canada card in I believe it's August. So we'll see, big dog. But yeah. But what else do you got going on until then, big dog?
I see
I see you finally back in the gym.
Yeah, I've been back consistent. I mean, honestly, I've been in it the last month and a half. I just started posting more now because I look like something. Versus,
all right.
Because after the fight, the whole month of December and January, I was Uber Eats crazy. I was all of it, ordering all types of shit.
I'm the same way, dog. And I'm not even. Look, I will say I am ashamed. I ain't gonna lie. I was probably I was 192 back in July.
I was just 290.
And now I'm at like 255, dog. Like
I was just 290.
Before the show started, I put myself because I just started redoing the office. So literally, I had the camera on just so I could kind of figure out the banner or whatever behind me and all that. I looked in the camera and I was like, "Yo, how you got 3 rolls, dog?" Like,
start looking at your body, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, I even hit the turn. I said, "Nah, it's got to be the right side. It must be not." And I had a whole roll under the.
Is this mirror big? The mirror big. What's going on?
I can't do it, dog. I can't. Yeah. So tomorrow it starts, dog. Tomorrow it starts all over.
Always tomorrow, but I'll trust you, Tony.
Yeah,
it is always tomorrow. Hey, I've done it before, though. I wanted
tomorrow. Tomorrow got me.
I ain't gonna lie. You look a little healthy. You look a little healthy right here.
Extra. I won the last Bkfc employee challenge, so I can.
We know.
Woo! Hell nah, more smoking, and then not eating those late night munchies. That's
that right there. That not eating late. That's a huge part of it. Especially when you're used to being up 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're used to being up there.
You're all right. I have been saying it for the last 4 weeks. I can't lie. Until I see myself today, dog, I can't do it.
No. The one thing I learned, man, especially when I was dropping, because I dropped almost 40 pounds. I dropped, and the one thing that while I was successful until the holidays fucking reeled me in again. Stop. I stop when I'm at home. A little hard on the road because when you're on the road, sometimes you don't get what you need. But at home, I always stopped eating before 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock was the cutoff time. Nothing after that, no matter fucking what, man. And that helped out a lot. That ate a lot. That helped a lot.
I'm literally just eating
I'm up till 12 at least. So shit, something. I'm about to
right around 11:30. I'm like,
I'm gonna be in that pantry, rubbing my hands like Birdman.
Like fucking
put some respect on my name. I said another ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
That was fucking funny, man. That was
another ice cream sandwich. Put some respect on my stuff. Yo, I be the same way. I be opening and closing the fridge door like
for no reason.
You don't need that.
Just looking.
You don't. I'm like, yo, go do something, dog.
You back here hiding, huh? You thought you was gonna hide from me?
Nah, can't do it. So now I just got the good old. I just keep the good old water in the room now. Everything else I put in the cupboard, so I gotta actually walk out the room to go. I'm talking about. I had just a table next to me with just Reese's and just.
You're not really fat.
And just everything, dog.
A real fat person's gonna get up and go get them snacks.
That'd be step 2. The real fat person was having all the snacks on the table right next to me and just having
open the drawer and just.
I'm just right here at 2 a.m.
Oh no! There's more than one fridge in the house.
No, I literally can sit like this, and anything that falls is falling on my stomach, dog.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I can't do it.
You got that lazy boy.
Ain't that something? He's hosted. He's DJing all these parties. I mean, not parties, all these fitness events.
Yep.
And he's up there sweating while he mixing.
And that was the other shit. So this weekend, so once a month I host like the biggest workout event in Tampa Bay. It's like over 250 people, 300 people. And they always like, yo, you're gonna join in on the workout? And I'm like, oh damn, I brought my flip.
Next time.
I just sprained my ankle. I just quit smoking yesterday. Like
tomorrow. I got you tomorrow.
Yeah, I got you. My man's always like, yo, you want to join on this month's coming up, workout plan? Yeah.
Well, who gonna host if I'm working out? Make sense.
I told my man this time because they wanted me on the floor. I DJ on the floor. Normally I DJ like off a little bit to the side. But literally there's like 200, 300 people in there. So I told him this time, yo, I got to go up top with you guys and set up there. Now, if I'm up there, I know 100% I'm not working out. So
no, you're gonna be like fucking. No, you're gonna be like.
Just can't nobody see me. So I'm like, yo,
you're gonna be like Snoop Scavenger on Half Baked. That's too bad, man. I just stopped smoking yesterday.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying. Yeah, but yeah, dog. Anyways, it's been a pleasure as always, my main man, Mr. Boomaye.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you on, dog. We got to start bringing you on as like an extra co-host and stuff like that. I'm trying to do a late night munchies, something. You know what I mean? So I know Jeff only smokes once every 6 months, so it'll have to be one of those shows. Well, obviously, once we get that fight news soon, we'll bring you back on, and whenever you want, obviously, just hit me up.
You want?
Anytime you got some shit you want to talk, we're gonna do it. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, go ahead and shout out all your sponsors. I know you got a nice weed sponsor.
Sponsors, friends, anybody who brought you to dance, man. Just shout out.
Need to. There you go. There it is, Jardine.
Hardin, please don't pronounce that, Jay.
Ardeen, just Ardeen.
Hardin, you'll get cursed out.
Hardin. Okay. So Spanish then.
Hardin, how you say your last name?
Orozco. It's okay.
Orozco Elite.
Wow.
And that's it. Bow. That's it. Ain't nobody else.
That's it? Oh, no. We definitely switching that up.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. We about to have everybody. What is Boomaye? Come on, big dog.
Yeah,
if you don't know that,
come on now. Ask what Boomaye.
I'm not even gonna put that back up there.
Who said that?
Big Ben asked, "What is Boomaye?"
See, and this the man y'all want. This the man y'all want to go find town.
Everything, dog. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
All right, big dog. Stop eating all them cheese.
Watch Somali. Watch Somali. Then you'll get it.
There we go. Yeah. What the fuck?
That's exactly where I got it from.
Take your ass down to the former Kinshasa, Zaire, or whatever.
About 2 hours into that movie, they'll explain
everything.
That's one of my favorite movies ever. But anyways,
all right, man.
Be safe, big dog. Catch up soon.
All right,
brother. Peace. I know why he was laughing.
Wow, you know what happens when you unleash this mofo, man? He just man. He's just all over the place. But I like all over the place. All over the place works, man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Like I said before, unpredictable. You never know what kind of mood he's going to be in. But for the most part, the one thing that I can tell anybody, when you sit down with the Boomaye Boogeyman, do yourself a favor. If you're going to have any kind of interview structure, do not ask this man how his training camp is going. He fucking hates that.
Yeah.
He fucking hates that. He doesn't like to talk strategy. He's not a guy who likes to talk to strategy. He keeps that to himself.
And even before I started managing him, I'm just glad that he like this is the only show he'll come on. So
yeah, he's not. He's
not.
Himself.
And
he
keeps to say it like that. I'm pretty sure he's probably been on Mike and Mission, and I'm sure he's been on 100 other
No,
podcasts.
He's a private person. He appreciates his privacy.
He doesn't. He's definitely very private. Doesn't But as we all see when he's in the ring, I'm not going to say how big of a character he is, but what him doing his Ric Flair walks, then him going back to just having that serious ass look on his face.
Well, he did say during the Belcher fight that he does attribute part of the loss to clowning around a little bit. He did. Yeah. He said that he kind of lost sight, started clowning around a little bit. And the thing about it is that I think that he finally got a grasp on when to clown and when to be serious.
I see a big difference, and just in the last, he just started like maybe within the last week. But what he's about to do next, I'm scared for anybody. He's about to get.
Oh no! I mean, honestly, coming back from that, and you got to remember, this is a two-time BKFC World Heavyweight Champion. Nobody in the history of bare knuckle heavyweight division has done that, but him. He is the only person to do that, to lose it and to get it back. He's the only person to have ever done that. So taking this man lightly is something that no heavyweight walking into the squared circle ever wants to do. But this time around, Tony, I'm going to be honest with you, his first fight back, I know he's a high-profile fighter, but I'd love to see what he offers the 16-foot squared circle. I just like to. Maybe it's just for aesthetic. Maybe it's just for aesthetic purposes. I don't know, but I'd like to see. I'd like to see the Bomaye Boogeyman in the 16-foot. I would. I'd like to see how he handles it.
I mean, if I wasn't managing him, I would say yes. I'd love to see the.
No, I get it. I get it. Now you have an interest in him. You want
him with his fighting style. It's kind of like the way. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Now that you have an interest with him, now that you have an interest in him and his well-being,
I don't like the way that. I like him with more of the space. He likes to.
Well, he's got footwork. He
likes to move. He likes to. But don't get me wrong. That in tight as well. He has those nice uppercuts. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because he's very unorthodox, and seeing an unorthodox heavyweight fighter in a smaller space could be intriguing.
It may make him feel like he just has to put that pressure on quickly and just knock him out.
We don't have a choice to do it.
Instead of doing that, not going to say playing around, but instead of trying to entertain the crowd, he's going to just go to work.
How many steps he loses? Think about how many steps that he loses in a 16-foot. That's a 40%. That you're taking away 40% of the fight space from the 22-footer. So think about how many steps back he loses and how many steps
with those heavyweights, especially the taller ones like him. That's definitely that's like 2 steps back, and you're at the
for the heavyweights. The girls I actually counted. The girls were almost 4 steps back. They were 3.5 steps back, moving back. 3.5 steps back. So you got to figure for the heavyweights, that's 2 steps back, and it's definitely 2 steps back for someone like Arnold, who's like AJ, who's 6'3". He's a big guy. He's a big guy. So you'd lose something, but at the same point, we've seen nothing but Bomaye Boogeyman in the 22-foot. I would just like to beta test him once in the 16-foot and see what he gives us.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting idea, man. I think it's an interesting idea.
I heard we have dang. I can't even say we have anymore because but I heard that there you go. I heard that BKFC has Orlando events coming up, I believe in July.
Yes.
So I believe that'll be a good time around then for if not, I think the May card is too soon. So I'm gonna say end of June, end of early July be a good time to get the Boogeyman back in.
Fun. Oh, Orlando's always fun. I don't know if we're going to be going back to the same place that we were previously. I don't know if we're going to be going back to
the Caribe. Why? I love Caribe Royale.
No, I mean, I don't know what kind of relationship that the BKFC has with them moving forward. I mean, I like Caribe Royale. Everybody loves. I mean, all the fighters. Everybody does. It's definitely one of the nicer hotels.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I said, what happened that I don't know?
What do you mean?
Why wouldn't we be going back?
Because
for like a prospects card.
Because we might be doing the Orange County Convention Center again. That's why.
I hated that place.
I mean, it wasn't a great place in comparison. That's for damn sure. But the only thing that's missing if we decide to go back to the Caribe Royale is that they need to put some risers in there.
Yeah, that's what most people. That's their biggest complaint, or their only complaint that I.
Because unfortunately, everything flat. People are standing up, and you got to get up on your chair, and then they got to get up on their chair, and then it just makes it. So you got to have an elevated position, especially the way that the way that the squared circle is set up. The way
they do it for like the Jake Paul fights and stuff. So why so they can?
No, I think it's probably something that will be implemented if we go back with Caribe Royale. Yeah, because I know that they're doing a lot of the MVP shows over at the Caribe Royale. Yeah.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see. But I love it. I love it there. I mean,
I do too.
Pool, everything. You get the good free meal, and
you're not too far away from White Castle. You're not too far away from White Castle.
You get to go head over to White Castle. Me being a Jersey boy, that's makes me always feel like I'm at home. So
I love when I get an opportunity to do that. Plus, also, I mean, the main cat who runs Caribe Royale also runs boxing. And he's a big fight fan. He's a big BKFC fan. We've done well each time that we've gone there. I just think that if we adjust the logistics of the venue and get some risers in there, it's going to be in the hunt.
All right, Jeff. So let's, we've been gone for the last 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and I guess if you want to put it, what's going on here? So while we've been on the show, our BK, dang, see, I can't even see ours anymore. BKFC's own The Rugged Beauty posted that she will be fighting in Las Vegas at Knucklemania.
Wait a minute, what?
That's what The Rugged Beauty just posted. Guess what? Your girl is back in the squared circle, Knucklemania 4.
Well, then obviously, Los Angeles. You said Las Vegas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Las Vegas. I'm like,
wait, what?
Switched that up already? Fuck, man. Yeah, she sure did. All right, The Rugged Beauty is on the card. I think that's
I have a feeling. I don't know, and I'm not. I honestly don't know.
Nice.
I have a feeling that the only fight that could be is her in. Well, no, because Segala's a 115er, right?
Segala,
that's what I want to say, but I think
Segala's at 115. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then that fight's not going to happen. Then.
Well, because the next fight for Gabby I see is Charissa at 115.
Oh, for Gabby. No, I'm talking about. Oh well. All right. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now. So Gabby won't be fighting at least until July.
Okay.
We got her with another team training wise.
Okay.
We did have a recent fight offered, but it just didn't make any sense. So she will be coming back, hopefully beginning of July, sometime in July, and we'll be back then. That's what I can say, for that. But it's gonna be at 115. So I would like that fight. Don't get me wrong, but no,
I would too.
That wasn't. It was another really good fight though. Shout out to Jules again. Jules is she keeps trying to make all the right moves for all the girls.
Well, for Knucklemania, if we're talking Charissa Segala, let's go ahead and let's run it back with Charissa Segala and Taylor. Let's do that.
That's what I was hoping. That was going to be the fight that was going to happen, but
that's the one I want to see back because I want to see if there's a potential for them to run it back. I don't think it's going to be the same fight, but I mean, like I said, they're different. They're different. Taylor has evolved. Charissa has evolved. Everybody's looking for that same fight. Perfect example. The Beltran Lopez fight. We had the rematch at BKFC 4. It was not the same fight. It was not. It was not the same fight, and that was only three. And that was only 3 BKFCs passed until we got back to BKFC 4 with that rematch. So, the rematches don't necessarily guarantee that you're going to get the same outcome because fighters evolve, they learn. They're not necessarily going to go back to the same well that they were, fishing from before. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, we've seen it plenty of times. Well, I can't say plenty of times. There hasn't been too many rematches in BKFC. But I wanted to go back really quick and just touch base really quick on the Miami card that just happened. Was that 2 weeks ago, I believe, or
yep,
3 weeks ago?
Yep, the BKFC.
We never got to talk about it. Just your highlights. Your favorite fight of the night.
I finally got an opportunity to do something a little bit different that night because I also worked with Nelson, and we did 6 prospect amateur fights. Right before we went on to BKFC Fight Night. Right before we went on to BKFC Fight Night, and we saw some potential stars actually on the on that, and I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more of the prospect amateurs developing because for those of you who don't know it, that's run by Nelson and Serge. They run that, and it's definitely a separate entity from BKFC, but it's a great show. They do a great show. It's a great opportunity for the amateurs, and it's a great opportunity for them to get checked out by BKFC. And there were people watching on that, so that was good. But as far as BKFC Fight Night Miami, some really good fights on that. I was very impressed. I was very impressed with Howard Davis and how ferocious he was, because he did not step into that ring with an easy fighter.
No,
Sean Wilson is a fucking beast, but I just saw Howard Davis methodically cut him down. He just absolutely cut him down. There was a ferocity that it's one of those things that you see after Howard Davis, unfortunately, dropped the decision to Kai Stewart. Yeah. Sometimes, especially with an opportunity like that, you never know what kind of fighter that you're going to get his next fight. We got the Howard Davis that we wanted to see.
I think that's the best version of him that I've ever seen.
Easily the best, because you got to figure he's fought some killers. He's fought some killers
every fight.
But this is the first time that I saw him kill the killer. Yeah. This is the first time that I actually saw him kill the killer. It's the best version that we've ever seen. He keeps this up. It's gonna be dangerous. But I think that we're gonna see him stick at 155.
Yeah, I can't lie. I mad respect for Sean Wilson. I honestly I thought that he was just going to walk through Howard Davis. I'm not gonna lie. I think
he was going to pick him apart.
I guess I said that wrong. Not walk through, but I thought he was going to put him away in the second round. Can't lie. Especially with Howard coming off of that loss, I thought he was going to come into the fight trying to do too much and trying to prove a point. But he literally he was the calmest I've ever seen him. He literally
looked healthier. He looked good. He looked good.
The best fight that I've seen him fight, and yeah, at the weight that he looked, he's gonna be definitely trouble.
No, I think he was in better shape for this fight. He looked in better shape for this fight than he did against Kai.
He actually
you saw him, he was shredded. He was always in shape, but this time.
Yeah, he looks so confident, but I'm not saying confident in a way where he's, No,
he had the killer look.
He just had that look he knew his game plan. He knew everything, and he stuck to that game plan, and he killed it. He literally, I was like, damn, I can't lie. I would have lost money if I was betting, because I love Howard personally, friend-wise. same with Sean. Sean, I know him, but I'm more personal, I guess, with Howard. I can't lie. If I was going to be guessing, I would have said that Sean was going to win. I thought he was going to win in the second round with like a knockout, and Howard literally, damn, yeah.
I didn't think how. Number one, I don't think he was going to take this lightly. But what I was looking at is that I was looking at Howard Davis with some more weight and some more muscle on him, with more tone. But I saw some extra weight on him, and the way that he moved with that extra weight as opposed to 145 is what I was so impressed at, because he had that the power's still there. The power's still there at 155. I think he should stick to 155. I think he's going to be in the hunt. He's going to be in the hunt in 155. But I also want to shout out to my Rosa Rodriguez for one hell of a fight against a very, very, very tough Monica Franco. I mean, unfortunately, it was a doctor's stoppage. It was a doctor's stoppage for her because it just couldn't have been taken care of. But Monica is another one of these fighters. She's got that Polynesian heart in her, man, where she's not gonna back off. She's not gonna give it up for you. She's gonna walk through it. It was a great fight. I would have loved to see that fight go 5 rounds. I would have loved to see it go 5 rounds. But Rosa had some pressure on her in this fight that she hadn't had before, and she was able to deal with it. So that tells me a lot about her character in BKFC, because with boxers sometimes you never know if they're going to box or if they're going to fight.
Yeah, because I feel like Monica Franco had those first 2 rounds.
Oh, she absolutely did.
And then in that third round, Rosa just started slinging out that nice jab, and just put that work on her. And because Monica throw 50 punches more.
I know.
And we got a landing 86 out of 211 for Monica. But then, like I said, Rosalinda was throwing smart. She had landed 102 of her 148 thrown. That's
think about that. Look at that. Look at that. That's a hell of a connection percentage. That's a hell of a connection percentage, man.
So
those are smart hands. Those are very, very smart hands.
He was catching her with his clean cuts, like you said.
They were very clean cuts. They were very, very clean.
And then I seen it coming. I was hoping not. I was hoping it would let it go. I mean, let it keep going. But
unfortunately, I did.
Knowing the sport, I knew. And all respect to Don Muzi, the best in the game. But I just knew. I was like, oh, this is gonna be over.
No, Don nodded that immediately. We saw something, unfortunately, in that fight that we don't see a whole lot with Doc Muzi. Usually, he takes a moment to assess. This was an immediate. When I see an immediate no before, that's that doctor's instinct that says this is going to be for the betterment of your health moving forward. It's the right thing to do. He made a good call. Another big shout out to our boy Brandon Meyer. Yes. For getting a win over Fames. Fames had trouble closing the distance in this fight. He had Brandon was keeping him at distance. It was keeping him in distance, and Fames was just having a trouble closing the distance. He kept trying to fight on the inside. He got some good combos in there. He definitely had some good combos. But Brandon was on top of his game with this fight.
Yeah, I feel Fames came in thinking this was going to be an easy fight.
No.
And it was the opposite. He was coming off that high from his Karate Combat win. And really just came in, I think, just way over.
Have your high from somewhere else, man. Completely different world. Completely different world.
And came over here. Not came over here because he's fought for us, obviously, before. He's fought for us 8 times. But just came to that fight way overconfident, thinking he got a gimme fight, and wasn't the case.
And there was a little bit too much. There was a little bit too much holding, because he was kind of measuring a little bit too much. He's measuring a little bit too much, and I just think that with his experience, I think that he should have been stepping on the gas rather than measuring his shots.
Yeah.
He had a gas tank. And he know he did. He looked healthy. I don't know if he was in his right mindset. You never know what a fighter does when it comes to fight time. When it comes to fight time, you never know where they are. But I just think that if he had put a little bit more foot on the gas, I think he would have been okay. I think he would have been okay. But those measuring shots, I'm never a fan of that. I'm never a fan of holding knuckles and measuring shots. I mean, it just that's not what we're here to see. That's not what we're here to see. I don't think that's strategical. I think it's a waste of time.
And then how do you feel about it was the second fight of the night, Laban versus Bargala.
Awesome.
Came in there and totally dominated in that first round.
Mm-hmm.
And
D'Amico, yeah, but Jorge wanted to get some shots in there. I mean, Jorge got some shots, but once he woke D'Amico up, this, I swear to God, this brutality, this ferocity, this guy puts his foot on the gas and he hits hard. God damn, D'Amico Laban hit hard.
39 of 53 and 3 knockdowns in those 39 punches landed.
They were good knockdowns. I mean, those weren't just punch brush and knockouts. No, those were paintbrushed. Those were paintbrush knockouts. They were beautiful. He's another guy. I saw something in D'Amico. Everybody saw something in D'Amico at the Prospect Series where he debuted. Now, I knew that D'Amico was going to get the contract. I knew he was going to do it. He is another one that's going to be a force. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, man. I'm a big fan of his. Big fan.
The punch count at both throwing two body shots to 3, and then 39 to 47 for D'Amico. So the punch count was right there. Same amount of punches. It just mattered who had the more cleaner punch.
No, I know. I get that. Another one I want to give a shout out to was Wanya Reed. Wanya Reed, who now officially has the longest nickname in Bkfc history. He's now the Rated R superstar, Lord Wanya. Lord Wanya Reed. He's taken a page out of the Rated R Superstars book. I'm fine with that. That's no problem, you know. But Jim Poolgar, tough guy for his first time in with us. He was very, very appreciative for the opportunity, and that one went 5 rounds. So for somebody to come in against Wanya Reed for 5 rounds, that's impressive for that. So I think that we're definitely going to see Jim Poolgar again. I definitely think.
Definitely. His only loss, Wanya's anyways, is to the undefeated Tony Soto. So, that was definitely a good fight. Another high stats fight, and almost 500. Oh no, over 500 punches thrown in that fight. So
they were busy. They were really fucking busy in that fight. Well, you know something, Tony?
Don't you ever go yawning on me like that?
No. It's just because. Yeah. Hey! You let Beaumaye yawn for a second. I'm allowed one.
He's 250 pounds. That's different.
Shut that shit up. No, let's go ahead. If you got it all queued up, let's go ahead and let's give a shout out to our sponsors that make this possible.
Yes, I do. And that is the one and only Billboard Mats, coming out with some beautiful mats coming up soon for that Knuckle Mania show. Then we have the delicious Live 21, of course, out of Clearwater, Florida. And then we have
newest one,
2118 Cigar Bar and Lounge, Del Prado Boulevard, Cape Coral, Florida. Right out there with our main man, Swervo Cuts, who's only like a block away. So make sure that you do not forget that if you're in the area of Cape Coral, you go get a haircut and then stop over and get a drink and a and a cigar. And hit up Big Ben because Big Ben lives in that area too. So
does he?
There you go. And
I don't know how much incentive that is to go to the cigar bar.
Well, you're getting a haircut too from the one and only Swervo Cuts. So that's pretty cool too.
I'm kidding.
Then so let's see. Yeah, that's all for now.
Jesus Christ, man. We can't even see the man's eyes anymore, but that's okay. That's okay.
I'm thinking of so as you know, I mean, I just got in my my TV mount. So I'm thinking about everything I'm about to start doing. And
he's gonna reconfigure. I'm sure that next week we'll definitely see a different configuration.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a TV posted up here with the swivel. So we can have the long screen behind us, and the Scarface will be moved to somewhere else. It's just starting to get started, but
it's getting there.
It's not gonna look as good as yours, but all of my stuff will be on the walls around, so you won't be able to.
So don't worry about it. It's not a competition, bro. It's not a competition.
Jeff. When I decided to decorate my room, I said I have to beat Jeff Houston's decorations.
Well, you're not going to, so I mean, it's okay.
Damn it, you're right.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right. I don't know though. I think I might have more posters than you.
Oh, I definitely know that you have more posters than me, but I have more taste of putting them up.
That's true.
I'm fucking around with you. No, all right, guys. I think that right there is a good place to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you to everybody for checking us out. Of course, our special guest, Wil the Brown Bomber Santiago, for his upcoming fight on Friday, Bkfc 59. Check it out on the Bkfc app and Fubo TV. And, of course, your guy, an Orozco Elite client, who is going to be making noise in the heavyweight division once again, AJ Bomaye Boogeyman Adams. What a fun interview that was. We just went all over the fucking place, all over the map. I love that. No problem there. And we are seeing Tony loosen up a little bit more looser this week. I like it.
Next week.
I want to see this
week. Yes. So so next week for sure. I'm gonna be it's gonna be a whole different. I'm gonna need you to wear your hat next week, Jeff, because we're gonna tune it up. I said I'm gonna need you to wear your LL Cool J hat next week because we're gonna tune it up next week.
All right. Well, it's funny that you
mentioned to bring the Bret Hart glasses out.
Everybody calls it the Michael Jordan. Everybody calls it the Michael Jordan or the Samuel Jackson.
That too.
Yeah. All right. Your Bret Hart. Another Kangol out for that one. Yeah.
I need you to bring out your Bret Harts.
I don't know where they are, but I'll try to find them. The only reason that I don't like wearing the Bret Harts is because I can't read the comments.
Who remembers? All right. So when I first decided that I wanted to do a podcast with Jeff Houston, he was doing a different podcast. And I was like, if I ever do a podcast, I want to do a podcast with that Jeff, though. I want to do a podcast with that Jeff. It's a different Jeff.
Oh, you want to bring out Loudmouth Fisticuffs, Jeff?
I want to bring out Loudmouth Jeff.
Okay.
I need. Woo! Now that I can be me. Not that anybody ever told me that I couldn't be. It was just more of a decision that I made. And
no. You've explained that well. And
then being on the show with you, it was more a respect thing
for
you.
All right.
But now that I can just be,
all right.
It's time to bring out. We'll say Bret Hart and I'm gonna say British Bulldog. We'll say Owen Hart and Bret Hart. Time to bring them out.
All right.
No, man. So no, whatever the fuck Owen Hart used to say.
All right. Yeah. No, I'll go ahead and I'll do Owen Hart. I know I'm late, but my nose got here 10 minutes ago.
Nation of Dominant. Nation of Domination, Owen Hart was the best for me. We'll get into that on. Hey, yo, woo, Jeff, do I have a surprise coming up? Hopefully in the next 2 weeks. I don't think it'll be next week, but do I have a surprise coming up for everybody? We're gonna take it old school back wrestling. Hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will have this fighter locked in.
I'm ready.
This wrestler.
I'm ready.
You know how I did it the first time with the Godfather.
You brought the Godfather on, and not only
did you ever thought that we would be able to bring the Godfather on our show.
Not only did you bring the Godfather on, but he showed us the urn bong.
Undertaker
showed us the Undertaker's urn bong. That was fucking epic. I love that. But
all right, guys, we love you so much. I'm sorry. So that's what I was gonna say. Next week we have on the one and only the Animal, Travis Thompson.
All right.
Next week for his fight.
One of our old school guests, man, from way back.
One of the OGs. It was only right. He's in town. I might even have him here with me.
Ooh.
At a Roscoe Elite headquarters.
All right.
And have him here sitting next to me live for the show. So we'll see.
He
will be sure on next week.
No, you know what? I'm excited about the guests, but I'm more excited about to see what DJ Tony has to have, because he called out the loudmouth fisticuffs, Jeff.
Woo!
I'll bring it back.
I'll
bring back the shirts. I'll bring back the hats. I'll bring back the hats.
That's like Macho Madness. Is it Macho Madness? What is the Ultimate Warrior in Macho Man?
It'd be Macho Madness. It'd be the madness taking over. You know, space is the place to be. That's right. The rocket ship may be up there, but they eventually have to come.
Maybe the cream. I will have my cream with me next week. So be ready.
Rock and roll, brother.
All right, Jeff. Everybody, appreciate you as always. Great show. And we will see you guys all next week, 9 p.m. Eastern. Everybody, bones to domes. Have a good night, y'all.
Bones to domes, boy, the intention is not to hurt you, it's to murk you. If you go against me in the square circle, let my hands do the talking, I let you do the verbal. Eat this knuckle sandwich that a Chico about to serve you. Better listen up, the other team been talking tough. DJ Tony grabbed the mic, cause this dude will not shut up. Ain't no standing name count, but I think I've had enough. In the famous words of Jeff Houston, time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Take me up, I've been throwing uppercuts. Bones to dome podcast, turn me up. It's time to knuckle up. You know it. With DJ Tony, time to knuckle up. Jeff Houston, it's time to knuckle up. I am Vince Serrano.
It's all about you.
It's time to knuckle up.
It's about how you make yourself different from the rest.
It's time to knuckle up.